Last time I said it's possible to see Golden Freddy in the static in FNaF 3. Apparently this is wrong and I apologize for that. But hey, it looked convincing and it sounded like something Scott would do, but at least it wasn't number one. Greetings gamers and welcome back to Top 10 Gaming. I'm your host Connor Monroe and I'm back at it again with the FNaF shirt. The Five Nights at Freddy's series is full of little Easter eggs and secrets that help build the lore and the world of the game. These things are often small and most have been discovered by the community, but which ones might have slipped past you that we didn't cover last time? That's what we're exploring with today's list of the top 10 scary FNaF tiny details you may have missed part 2. Hit like and subscribe if you haven't already so we can roll the intro. In at 10, Freddy, the red-nosed jump scare. In FNaF VR, it is actually possible to be jump scared by a random animatronic that you can't see coming while you're in the main room that you started in the Pizza Party minigame. It appears to be a version of Freddy with glowing red bottom teeth and what look like nostrils to me, but most people are saying eyes. But like glowing in the Photoshop sense, like they only have their outline glowing instead of being bright white on the inside and then glowing outward. It's like when you add a glow to the outside of something. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, just trust me, I literally went to school for Photoshop. And I make most of the gaming thumbnails. Recently I've been making like all of them, so yeah. I don't know what animatronic this is meant to be, but based on the teeth, it isn't Freddy because he has individual teeth. And it can't be Chica because the mouth shape isn't right, and the nostrils. It's not Bonnie or Foxy either. I really don't know who this could be, but now that I think about it, those are probably eyes. I just like the idea of big gaping nostrils, just like jump scaring you. And at 9, FNaF 3 Puppet. While we all know the puppet for being present in FNaF 2 and also appearing as hallucinations or a minigame character in FNaF 3, you can actually spawn him on the camera. While sometimes you can see the reflection of the puppet's legs in one of the cameras, you can also see what looks to be actual puppet parts in Cam 8 in FNaF 3. While sometimes in that same camera you can hallucinate the puppet, if you look just beside the camera 9's box, you can see something that looks to be a mask, with streaks coming out of the eyes and a mouth just below. This could be the puppet, or just a coincidence. Or maybe it's something else that nobody has really cared enough to look into. I think it's the puppet personally. Maybe not a working puppet, but a puppet figure nonetheless. And at 8, chewing gum. Chewing gum recently became a big thing in the FNaF series, only to serve as justification as to the links between two characters. But either way, it's still canon that Michael Afton loves to chew gum. So much so that he actually writes about it in the survival logbook and says that he wants to knock the bad habit. Yeah, it was never demonstrated in the games, and was kind of dismissed in the survival logbook until the latest Fazbear Frights book was released, called Step Closer. That proved who the character of Michael Afton was meant to be, the big brother from FNaF 4, the one who was endearingly called Foxy Bro by MatPat and I'm sure others. This was the only reason that detail was included, to link him to another character. It was never shown in game, not even indicated. During Immortal and the Restless, he would just sit there eating popcorn and he wouldn't have gum anywhere in sight. I mean, I'm sure this wasn't established yet and Scott didn't think of it, but come on! Imagine if this had been right in front of us the whole time. That would have been so good. Scott, update sister location. And it's 7, realistic baby. Continuing on about the books and their connections to the games, Baby could very well be a realistic version of Henry's dead daughter Charlotte who goes on to possess the puppet, which would totally be weird because Baby was also possessed by Elizabeth Afton. In the final FNaF novel, The Fourth Closet, which is the final novel, the rest are collections of short stories, it's revealed that the main character of Charlie is the last in a series of robots meant to recreate Henry's daughter who was killed at the age of 3. This character is also revealed to be the baby animatronic that can switch between looking hyper-realistic, like a normal human, to the normal circus baby we all know and love, with the use of small pins with balls on the ends. And what do we see the circus baby model in the FNaF games? Small pins with balls on the ends. This is something incredibly interesting and revolutionary to the story of the games, but not in like a lore-breaking kind of way. It just shows that Baby could look like whoever she wanted to be, and perhaps that's why she led Ennard. But after she couldn't do it anymore because she lost the pins, she was kicked out. I don't know, it's just a theory. A circus baby theory! I blew out the mic. And at 6, grandfather clock. Every FNaF game until Sister Location, you needed to survive until 6 AM. Doing so would have you complete the night and move on to the next one. However, when you complete a night and make it to 6 AM, you get notified by a grandfather clock. Obviously, most of us were just so relieved to survive that we didn't pay attention to it, but looking back, why would an alarm at the end of our shift be a grandfather clock? It could be perhaps because everything is just a dream, or maybe we have a custom alarm tone on our phone. I know you can customize ringtones on phones, so perhaps that's why. I mean, you could argue that these games take place before cell phones were common, especially smartphones, but FNaF 3 would for sure take place in an era where phones were common. And Fazbear Entertainment has always been established as a company with technology far beyond its time, so perhaps we can say the same thing for this whole universe. You know, the universe of FNaF has a whole bunch of high-tech tech earlier than it's supposed to. Halfway through at number 5, you won't get tired, will you? In Ultimate Custom Night, the 7th FNaF game, there are a whole bunch of voiced lines that play after you die, depending on the character that killed you. You can get a range from long-winded stories dedicated to MagPat, to lines basically damning you and criticizing you for killing a baker's dozen of kids. Rightfully so, but for me, they're all brave. However, there is one line that would stick out to those who played FNaF World, at least through Update 1.2 when Foxy Fighters got added, where Toy Chica said, "You won't get tired of my voice, will you?" Well, it depends. If you keep talking like that, yes. If you take off your beak, also yes. Oh wait, I guess it doesn't really depend. In Ultimate Custom Night, if Toy Chica kills you, you can potentially hear her say, "You won't get tired of dying, will you?" Which is both a reference and serves as indication that we're trapped here and we'll keep dying over and over again. Fun! If Toy Chica is there, I don't know if it's hell or heaven. No, it's definitely hell. I'm not Eddie. Hey, mommy. And at 4, a child. Bachelor number 1. The child-eating, capturing, and torturing killing machine that won the last round of the killing floor. However, for those of you who didn't already know, and I'm sure there's at least a couple of you, the body of Funtime Freddy does indeed contain a child, as evidenced by the wireframe blueprint where we literally see a child inside of his containment chamber. I don't know if that kid is dead or alive, but based on the lack of oxygen, I'm guessing he's dead because, you know, lack of oxygen. But yeah, in case you didn't know, there is literally a dead kid inside of Funtime Freddy. Do with that what you will. And at 3, it's me. Hey, look, I rhymed. There is one FNaF VR Easter egg that we haven't found yet, but there is also a FNaF VR Easter egg that very few have found. The one only a few have found is the It's Me Easter egg from the Curse of Dreadbear DLC, where if you manage to get 3 clown posters in the Victory Barn and then hit them all with a dart, the barn flips into blacklight rave mode and the banner switches from saying "You win" to "It's me" in reference to Golden Freddy. We don't know what this could mean. Hell, it could mean that we're still playing as Michael Afton somehow. But it's also weird because currently Golden Freddy is down in hell with William, torturing him for eternity, so it's unclear as to why this is possible, but it happened nonetheless. At least if we can believe the few videos that are out there. You say Donko found it, but I've seen no video, okay? So, pics or it didn't happen. I need to go back live stream searching for this, though. Like, I need to know if it's true. Based on my own experiences. You know, that's the only way we can really know, right? And ultimately, in at number 2, Help Wanted. During an interview around a month or so ago, a representative from Steelwool Studios said that there was a detail or Easter egg in Help Wanted that hasn't been found. I literally mentioned it last number. With the experience the fans have to tearing these games to shreds, it's almost impressive that we don't know where this could possibly be. We've torn the game to bits, we've boundary broke and data mined, but we still missed it? The interview reads, quote, "The FNaF fandom is keen at finding hidden secrets in every Five Nights at Freddy's game, but is there something in Help Wanted that the fans haven't found yet? Yes. Oh, did you expect me to say it? No dice." The same interview, the infamous box was mentioned yet again. Could the two be connected? And where could the secret be hiding? Perhaps in the DLC? Curse of Dreadbear was packed with all kinds of Easter eggs and secrets. Could it have been there? Perhaps in the hallway minigame? Or maybe we're looking in the wrong place. Let me know your theories down below, and let MattPat know about this, and if he doesn't know already. We all need to put our heads together for this. But like, with reasonable social distancing and wearing masks, obviously. Put our heads together 6 feet apart, or more. Finally, in number 1, the rules. Thank you to Maggie Shannon on yesterday's community post for pointing this out to me as I was scrolling through the comments. The rules for safety in the Fazbear establishments are simple. They appear on posters in the first FNaF game, and they read as follows. 1. Don't run. 2. Don't yell. 3, don't scream. These seem pretty reasonable, right? Even if 2 and 3 are basically the same thing. But rule 4 is where it gets weird, so I'll save that for last. 5, stay close to mom. 6, don't touch Freddy. 7, don't hit. 8, leave before dark. I would just take it as leave before closing. Rule number 4 is honestly the weirdest thing and is honestly scary when you think about why they would need this rule. Rule number 4 is don't poop on the floor. I'm being totally honest, you can look at it in-game. Management even thanks you at the end of the sign. The FNaF fandom page has better rules than this. Hell, even most subreddits have better rules than Freddy Fazbear's. And we were all wondering why Afton was killing kids, because there literally has to be a rule about not taking a wicked growler on the floor. Because if I was to do that, I'd be violating at least 3 rules. 4, 2, and 3. I didn't want to have to put it out with my fingers, because I would have failed that massively. 4, 2, and 3. No, there, can't do it. There we have it, friends, the top 10 scary FNaF tiny details you may have missed part 2. Which details did you know about, and which ones should I include in a part 3? Hopefully I didn't get any detail wrong this time, like how I did last time. Because that one literally didn't exist. But at this point, there's so much in this series that I'll believe anything. Anyway, let me know down below, and on your way down, be sure you hit like and subscribe for daily gaming content, and ring that bell to join the clan and level up. Thank you all so much for watching. I have been and shall remain Connor Monroe, and I'll see you in another video.